Alright. What's up, everybody, and welcome back. Today, we have a very special event for you all. One called Casting a Guy Who Won't Shut the Hell Up. This player in the top left by the name of Overmind goes by Zerg Underpowered on Twitch, and they're in my Twitch chat every day for the last month going, everything is a nerf for Zerg, everything is bad for Zerg, Zerg is underpowered. In their mind, the Spore Crawler getting a 33% damage buff was a massive nerf, because that doesn't account for the fact that the Spore Crawler can get focused down easier now. We're talking that level of insanity. Don't get me wrong, the Spore is more vulnerable to being sniped, but a 33% damage buff for it? Come on. This guy has not shut up in my chat for ages, and has shared a replay here saying, oh, look how unfair that Protoss is. They've been just complaining about Protoss Terran and just saying Zerg's weak forever. Now, I'm sorry, guys. Did we just see a 12 hatchery into 12 pool before Overlord? So already we're starting with a clear lack of understanding of how to play StarCraft. I have no idea what level this is. I just know this guy doesn't shut up. Drop this replay. I was like, drop the replay. Drop this replay then. Let's go for it. Let's check it out. Let's see what gameplay is behind the mastermind level of non-stop complaining that goes on in my Twitch chat. And let's hopefully shame and embarrass him a little bit. Now, we will fast forward at certain points if we need to. We'll keep an eye on it. But so far, guys, we are going to see 14 supply at a minute and a half. Normally, at a minute and a half, you have a hatchery, a gas, and a pull down, and you're on 20 supply. We just got to 17 supply at a minute 40. I dare say we're very bad at StarCraft, and we don't even know how to do a basic opening. Now, I really wonder, if you know how to open a Twitch chat and watch a lot of StarCraft play, get on the forums as well, and constantly complain in Twitch chat on the forums, and just be a general whiner, are these people purposely doing worse openings so they can smurf? Or is this player actually watched thousands of hours of StarCraft and hasn't figured out that you're not meant to build your hatchery on 12 supply yet? Because there's either a heinous level of, like, the eyes just not being able to literally comprehend what they're watching on a screen when they're watching StarCraft, or there is just a dedication to doing the most suboptimal build possibly. I don't know. I just know it looks like garbage. Now, their opponent in the bottom right, Leviathan, has just gone for what appears to be a 1-gate expand into 3 probes standing next to the gas. This is a popular build in Bronze League, guys. It's called tell your probes to stand next to the gas, so they can have a little bit of a break. You know, they can have some tea. Maybe it's the probe in the middle's birthday. The other two are singing happy birthday. They're having the office meeting, having a bit of cake. You know, steadily getting fat and stuff. Honestly, this is clearly high-level StarCraft, guys. We're going to build a blind shield battery into a Stargate in the wall. We've got more probes coming in, and my God, are we not realizing, dude, like, you're on only 1 gas. Like, you got to realize your gas count's a bit lower than normal, mate. Oh my. This is peak StarCraft, guys. We're going to go for a double gas here while also rallying to the natural. This is a really pro move called, oh, are we rallying drones from the natural back to the main? Of course we are. Optimal, guys. Remember, if you build drones here to mine here, and if you build drones here to go and mine down there, that's what we call optimal, because it makes your drones fitter. Basically gives them exercise before they start the workday. Therefore, higher cardio, higher functioning, extra fitness. Funny, this morning I'm trying my new summer schedule. Today's day 1. I woke up, and rather than just turning my stream on, I went straight for a run outside before the weather got too crazy hot. It was still frigging hot, so I guess I need to start getting back up at like 5 a.m. to make this new schedule work. I did that. I feel good today. I feel like I'm only half as negative as possible. And even though there's people in Twitch chat going, Zerg's too weak, and they're like, don't get me wrong, you can think things about Zerg are weak, but when there's one guy who like literally sees Cyril crush a game and goes, look how weak Zerg is, it was so hard for him to win the game, like, and you're just like, oh my God, like, what is your reality? Speaking of which, no link speed, we're gonna go double evo at 4 minutes in a lair. Our vision right now is blind. We have no, if there could be 6 gateways going down and an all incoming, no Zergling outside the base, no fundamentals whatsoever. We're just kind of doing things randomly in our corner of the map. This is, my eyes are bleeding from watching this, says Dassarin. I'm with you, Dassarin. It's pain. This game is complete. I'm gonna fast forward, guys. I can't cast this at normal time. This is actually so bad. Third base goes down for the Protoss, who's, by the way, guys, a lot of people struggle with Protoss, and they say, how do I beat Protoss? This is what your standard Protoss looks like in about Diamond 3. And what I would describe this build as from the Protoss is your standard Diamond 3 Protoss. And what Diamond 3 Protoss players do, and this is across a lot of other leagues as well, random shit. and they have 1 unit until about 8 minutes, and if you attack them with anything, they automatically die because they don't do proper build orders. So Leviathan here is building 2 Void Rays plus 1 air weapons while also going plus 1 ground weapons. And this is so common on the ladder. Until you get to like Masters, or at least Diamond, maybe Diamond 2, Diamond 1, the number of Protoss players in Plat and Diamond who just make air and ground upgrades while building no army and just take 4 bases and build a few cannons and batteries, and they rely on the utter incompetence of their opponents to get by. And you know what's hilarious? Anything kills these guys. If you do anything except what the Zerg's doing, which is jerking off in his corner of the map, furiously just going, you just win. It's 2 Void Rays. You could literally A-move 50 Zerglings. I bet you win this game. But instead, we're just like, no. We're gonna give you a free pass to 4 bases, 10+ minutes in the game, and you can go for your upgraded ground air army that makes no sense. I wish the Protoss players I play at Plat 2 were like Pig just describes them. They're worse. They're even easier to kill at Plat 2 Amarok. It's okay. I know. Yeah, I know you're a high-level Mech Impeller player. You're cool dude. But let's be honest for a second, guys. Yep, there we go. 4th base at 6 minutes. This is so let me describe StarCraft 2, guys. Basically, StarCraft 2 is a real-time strategy game where you earn your right to expand and secure bases and build more economy and tech. In 2024, about 50% of the player base thinks it's a no rush for 15 minutes, and then when they do get attacked by anything, they complain constantly. Now, we're at 40 drones versus 73, so Overmind has finally decided to A-move some 1-1 Zerglings, and you know, there's only 3 zealots being able to warp in, so I guess we're gonna kill the 2 cannons and the batteries. We're gonna get some damage. Why are we ling flooding this late though? Why are we waiting for upgrades? I mean, it's fine. We're gonna do good damage. We're gonna kill a 3rd. We will limit them. We're gonna build spores under the Void Rays. This is my favorite Silver League move as well, guys. It's when you build your static defense on top of their army. Luckily, the Void Rays recall home. Immortal gets surrounded as well. As long as you kill the 3rd base, this keeps you in the game despite your economy being bad. But Overmind's follow-up to this, guys, is to build Spores or Crawlers in the main. No production, 1,500 minerals, no injects. 4 hatcheries, no droning. We're just building mass Spore. Now remember, when you're on 39 drones, you already have no economy. And now we're going to make Dropper Lords, mass Dropper Lords. We have 8 Dropper Lords against a guy who has a bunch of Void Rays. I mean, why do we need 8? And why aren't they morphing in position, guys? Don't morph them on your side of the map. Send the Overlords down, just 2 here, 2 here. And then load them up. We're just massing Zerglings. If you're going to do this, why aren't we hitting 4 minutes ago? Like, why do we need 1-1 upgrades and 2-2 drone? Build workers. Build workers. Oh my god. Now the Protoss player is just building Void Rays. And this is the classic thing I was pointing out before, where you'll have players who, it's like, just play Skytoss Cannon Battery. But for some reason, the Protoss was like, no, I need shield upgrades. I need a random Colossus. I need air armor. Against the guy who has nothing that shoots up. Attack's just always better, guys, for air, pretty much as a general rule. And what just why are we getting Robo and ground? Just build cannons, batteries, and Void Rays, and like get to carriers. You'll have a much better time. For these players, they always want to play like a mix of Skytoss and ground, and it just gives opportunities for a nincompoop like Overmind to find damage with a 9-minute 30 Zergling with 1-1 timing, which... Not going to say it's the most effective usually. Now, Leviathan still has 70 probes despite losing 35 of them. So what we have is all macro, no micro, and kind of ridiculous just chrono boosting probes and holding buttons down for Leviathan. And Overmind just doesn't know what droning is. Overmind is just like, I make Zergling, then I can do drop with some of them. And why are we loading up drops on outside of the map? Just... Guys, as a Zerg, you put the Overlords in position, and you load them up, and you shift-click these to unload. Looks like that one's been shift-clicked to unload. This one's been shift-clicked to unload. Okay, we finally figured out how to do some drops. We're going to be doing that. All right. The Protoss is just making 4,000 things. But can they handle getting dropped in 2 places at once? They're trying to do a slow Stalker Warp in there to stop it. That ain't going to work. They've only got 3 gateways. So running probes away is a big part of defending. This base is going to get taken out again. No, enough to defend the Zerglings that time around. Still no drones behind us. Rule 101 of Zerg aggression is do a big attack, hold the drone key down behind it, and you can get massive leads. But Overmind is literally like, I make Zergling, and then I make more Zergling, and then I make more Zerg. Like, you'd think on the most basic strategic level for someone who doesn't even understand StarCraft, it's like, do this thing, then swap to this other thing that's hard to stop because they're busy dealing with the first thing. But Overmind's genius strategy here is I'm going to do more of the first thing, then I'm going to do more of the first thing some more. After that, I'm going to do some more of the first thing. And I'm like, do you think at that point your opponent might have time to counter it and deal with it? Or are you relying on your opponent being as brain damaged as... Oh, you are relying on them being as brain damaged as you are. The Protoss just lost a Colossus to Zerglings, guys. Can we just give Leviathan a bit of a medal for that? It is not every day you see Zerglings kill a Colossus. 67 probes down. We still are at 45 drones. We're still at a 12 worker deficit because we just don't know how to build. We've got 3,000 minerals. God, it's a really simple move that's going to make you not a bad StarCraft player. Box these drones. BH click. Build hatchery click. Build hatchery click. Build hatchery click. Build 5 bases. And then just fucking hold the goddamn worker key down for 1 second, please. Also, with these lings, just A-move half on the top, half on the bottom. This Protoss player clearly can't handle 2 things happening at once. You killed the main, which buys you a lot of time here. Why are we building an infestation on 44 drones? What is the follow-up plan here? Just make Zerglings? Oh, the brain damage is real. Pig, have you ever killed a Colossus with Zerglings? I have. I've played about 43,000 games of StarCraft, so yes. It's pretty rare. It does happen. All right, the Lings are going to go for the big surround here, except they're not actually surrounding, they're just A-moving. Luckily, the AI means the Zerglings kind of naturally surround, but not really. Please move past with your... Oh my god. Just move the Zerglings forward, then A-move. Oh my god, any micro at all. You have nothing to manage in this fight. Just A... Oh my... Okay, finally we're going to surround everything. Now run across the map. Don't stand under the Void Rays and hope he's dumb enough to follow you home. Yep, the Zergling's like, please follow me. Your mum's fat. I banged your sister and got her pregnant. Ha ha, ha ha ha, ha ha ha. I'm not paying child support. That's basically what the Zerglings are doing. And thankfully, yeah, the Protoss is taking the bait. He's running home. He's running home. He's like, you did what to my sister? Oh no. And yeah, he's gonna run back now. But well, your base just got ravaged. Dude, I love that Leviathan in the midst of this is just like building probes in Nexus. It is just like, I've lost 85 probes. I'm still up in workers, bro. 13 drone starts only after the hive goes down. Overmind's realized maybe at some point we could build some workers. That's impressive, that is. This is very impressive. Still haven't transferred out of the main. We're going to build a 4th base here. Mate, can we please build like 30 drones? Why are we back on Zergling production? And we're building queens to defend the Oracle, the Void Ray carrier. I mean, the queens at least have carapace, which is something, but they're not going to do much damage to these units. Queens are going to come out, and I think they've targeted the Colossus. No, now they've A-moved. Queens derping out. Another Colossus dies to Zerglings. Dude, amazing gaming. I mean, really, the Lings should just be counterattacking, and then we should be building drones, and then build another big wave of Zerglings, counterattack here, build another wave of drones, build another wave of Zerglings, counterattack the south. As long as this is like 101 of playing this style of Zerg, guys, is A-move your Zerglings on one side of the map, build a round of drones, A-move the next round of Zerglings on the other side of the map, build more drones, and then just make Ultra Corruptor at this stage. Ultras will deal with the ground army. Luckily, this guy doesn't know how to make Storm, so you can just go basically pure Corruptor. They're heavy on Void Rays. Add just a couple Vipers in there to drop some parasitic bombs on the Void Rays, and it will completely destroy them. Easiest win of your life. The answer for this Zerg player is I'm going to make Queens with no attack upgrades, and I'm also down 30 workers, despite killing 85 so far. I mean, this is... And once again, this base is undefended because this Protoss does not learn their lesson. They actually have 8 gates with 1 +1 attack, +1 shields on the Zealots. As you can imagine, guys, against 2/2 Zerglings, they get shredded. When 3/3 and Adrenal kicks in, the Zealots are going to get shredded even more. Zealots do not deal with these Zerglings whatsoever. You need, like, cannons that are walled off, right? You know, you need Archons in mineral lines. Archons and Zealots together in mineral lines could do the trick. Now, Twilight Council's being rebuilt here at this point. +1 armor's on the way. Zerglings just killed even more workers. We're up to 105 workers killed. 3 carriers are going to be building. Still no +2 air weapons for them. 4 Vipers are going to come in, I guess, to parasitic bomb the Void Rays, which is fair. We're still only on 59 workers, which is impressively low for a 16-minute game where we've had so much room to do so many different things. The Queens are going to try and fight. We should probably wait for those Vipers, mate. We need that parasitic bomb. We don't have energy, though. Oh, we're going to abduct? No, not abduct. You want to... No, parasitic bomb, my friend. Parasitic bomb. You just suck energy. You need 20 energy. Gather energy. Okay, there we go. We figured out the button for consume. Zerglings should annihilate these Zealots pretty easily. They'll kill a few Spores, but we're running our Vipers to defend because we're F2ing. Of course we are. Control groups, not something this player knows how to do. Parabomb doesn't do anything there without Fungal. What are you talking about, Mango Mosh? Have you not seen these? Guys in the chat think they're watching fucking Hero or Trap or something right now. They're like, he'll just split his Void Rays. You think this guy's going to split his Void Rays? You think this guy even knows what Parasitic Bomb is? Come on, chat. Come on, you think... Have you seen what's happening in this? You're like, he'll just spread out against that and split his... Like, you know, this is like... Trust me. You do not need to have Fungal with that. Trust me, right? Lings are getting wrecked. Now we're going to try and drop Zerglings on the Void Ray Colossus. This is a pretty smart play, guys. We're going to go for more... Oh, we figured out the Parasitic Bomb button. Let's look at the splits. That was an accidental split. That was because there was no enemy nearby, but then he starts microing and clumps it back up. Sorry, guy in the chat. What was that? Or he doesn't split and Power Bomb does nothing? You think that did nothing? You think that did nothing? What was that? Guy in the chat? Guy in the chat? That does nothing? What? Watch him just go like, but look, they didn't die. You're like, you know Void Rays are mostly hit points and not shields, right? These Void Rays are going to die so quickly in the next fight. As a Protoss, this legitimately feels awful because your maxed out army, you actually want to trade these Void Rays and build good fresh ones because there's no way to heal your units as Protoss. All right, we're getting even more probes. We're up to 112 probes killed here. Overmind still has not figured out how to build more drones and is like, the bases are mining out. And we only mined the 2 gases in the main. So, guys, we've built... Are we doing a 2 gas challenge? Guys, we've never taken any gases except the 2 in the main, and they've mined out. So we've only got 1,000 gas left in this game. And because Overmind doesn't know how to build gas geysers after the 2 in the main base, and he's just basically doing that is wrong. Probes hanging out. We've got a big Ling drop coming down the south side. Tempests are coming out. Now, this is a really smart move by Leviathan, guys. Remember, if your opponent's going mass Zerglings, Tempests are the hard counter, because Tempest is basically an interplanetary siege unit that can shoot from one solar system to the next. And everybody knows, right, if you're dealing with a single infantryman dug into a trench, the best thing to deal with that is an ICBM. That's how it works. That's how... I sometimes do doubt the military and basic, you know, strategy understanding of StarCraft players, but, you know, it is what it is. To be fair, they will outrange the queens and pick them off from afar. As long as we don't build any more than 7, it's not the worst thing in the world. Leviathan has unlimited money here, so they can basically make a billion mistakes and still win this game. They got +2 shields, +2 air weapons, +1 air armor. They're going to clean up this drop. More Lings are going to run in the front. The problem Overmind has is Overmind just doesn't know how to build more than 1 hatchery at a time. 1 hatchery, no gases. Spent 200 more gas as well. We've got 7 Vipers. We don't actually have... We're just doing a mineral in the economy. Okay, now what I admire about Overmind, guys, is I think Overmind might realize that they have a peanut brain. And I think this is why Overmind is playing essentially a mineral-only strategy. Overmind has basically said, man, I tried playing Age of Empires once, and I literally, like, blood started dripping out of my ears from managing 4 resources, and I fucking just, like, had a heart attack. So I realized it was too much to manage, so I went to StarCraft's simpler economy system, right? And I thought this is for me, but then I realized managing minerals and gas... So I have a rule. I'm only ever allowed to mine 2 gases at once, because any more than that hurts my peanut brain. And I actually think this is smart, because a lot of people say, oh, you're saying the player is stupid. No, I'm saying Overmind is smart. Their name is Zerg Underpowered in my chat, by the way. Because they've realized how stupid they are, and that takes a certain sort of intelligence, as Leviathan doesn't seem to know what Parasitic Bomb does, and it's like, why are my units flashing and disappearing? What's going on? What's this? The Viper's running in way too deep to throw those Parasitic Bombs. All of the Void Rays are gone. Even the carriers have lost all their shields and taken significant damage. But unfortunately, the Vipers stacked all their spells. There's only 1 with energy left. This one Viper's going to come in. If he lands a Power Bomb here, it could be massive. But he's going to lose it to the Tempest. The Observer's spotting the Tempest shoot it down before it can throw it. Meanwhile, Zergling's just chilling in the base. Protoss still has a lot going on. 144 probes have died this game. Only 3 drones. Despite that, Zerg is still down 4 workers. This Zerg could kill 40,000 workers and still be behind. Clicking on the spawning pool and letting the Vipers escape. If you just A-moved, all of those Vipers would have died. Carriers are rallying into Spore Crawlers at the front. A truly impressive move. Lings are trying to get in here. The Zealot Cannon will defend on that side, but on this side, another Nexus going down. There's still 7 Vipers alive, and with the impressive control we've seen from Leviathan, I don't know if Leviathan knows how to deal with this. I'm almost certain they don't know how to deal with this, man. This is insane. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is this Zerg not playing for real? Just styling on Protoss? I'm pretty sure this Zerg just has a very limited range of play. Abduct! Oh, we're gonna go for abducts on the carriers and a parasitic bomb on the other ones. 2 parasitic bombs. Dude, the Viper's landing some spells. The Queens take out a bunch of units. Mama takes a ton of damage from that parasitic bomb, but it will wear off just before she dies. She gets away on 3 hit points. The Tempest's gonna try to run home. Protoss still has thousands of resources in the bank. The Zerg still is so focused on just making Queenslings and Vipers and mass spores. They just can't take more than 1 hatchery at a time. It's too much to manage. They're like, what? I'm like, you've had 2,500 minerals. Build 5 hatcheries, drone them up. Like, it's so easy. If you're floating 1,000 minerals, just build 5 hatcheries. They're like, I built 1 hatchery and 2 drones. And I'm like, you know, this base is like double oversaturated. Like, spread your drones out. Come on, you could do this. Vipers. Oh my god. Oh my god. The Vipers throw some parabombs, but not worth losing all 4 Vipers. All he needs to do is split those Tempests, and they should all survive. All he needs to do is split those Tempests, and they should all survive as Mama and 2 more Tempests go down. The Vipers do die, though. Ooh. Can we have a balance council balance this patch based only on what data they gain from this game? No advice from pros. They can only watch... Oh, from this game. They can only watch this game. They need to make a better balance patch. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk. Yeah, no. I mean, this game proves that Zerg is underpowered. How can you kill this many probes and still be behind? You've killed 167 probes. You're still losing. Like, this is fucking bullshit. Can you guys look at this amazing top-tier spellcaster usage? Literally cast an ability. Can you believe that? Now, I'm sure there's someone out there who's like, using Vipers at this level of play, clearly a smurf. Counterpoint, guys. This Zerg is so bad at everything they're doing and has no economy or anything else to manage, and they've literally just ruined their own economy by building spores. Now, you might be wondering, what happened to their economy? They just built 43 spore crawlers, and every time you build a spore crawler, that's a dead drone. So we're down to 5 drones. So this Zerg literally just Sudoku'd. This Zerg was like, I have dishonored my family. And he's just like, he's just cutting his own guts out and spilling them on the ground. He's like, would you like a piece of intestine? Would you like some? It's December, it's Christmas time. Who wants a gift? And you know, you just killed yourself, right? Like, you just ruined your own economy by building all those spores. No, you don't. Oh, you don't realize. Oh, yes. You are a dum-dum. Lings are getting in to kill even more probes, which, look at that, guys. Another bunch of probes dead. 186 dead. Still down 36 workers. I mean, this is high IQ StarCraft, this is. When I say high IQ, I mean so high that it went over the top of the odometer. That's right, there's an odometer for measuring IQ. That's how it works inside my idea of how the human brain works. And yeah, it basically ticked over 300 and went back to 0. And that's why Overmind is such a genius that, you know, they're actually stupid. But it's only because they're so smart that they're stupid. They're going to try and take this Nexus down. Nexus will fall. +3 air weapons is on the way. Infestation pit's coming in as well. So we've got a new base down here in the bottom left. Leviathan is still mining, whilst not really defending the bases. And there's an infestation pit, because Overmind needs to remake the lair over here. But we don't have any gas. So Overmind's like, I don't have any... I can't make a hive to make Vipers? Yeah, it's kind of hard to make Vipers when you have 14 drones. And you're building more spores. How stupid can you... Oh my god. You just got back to 14 workers. You're like, that's too many. I need more spore crawlers. Oh, what are you doing? The Viper's going to abduct a carrier here. Goes for the double abduct. Gets a carrier kill. Gets another carrier. I mean, that's kind of impressive. If you add anything behind it at all, this might actually be good. But, I mean, at this point, it looks like we're just going to get siege down. Zealots are going to run in that base. And I'm not sure. I mean, I guess I'll have to let you guys in the audience vote. Should we allow Zerg underpowered to keep complaining about Zerg being underpowered after this clear display of just how weak Zerg is and how overpowered Protoss is? Or can we maybe make the educated assessment that both players don't know what they're doing and could do literally anything better to win the game much easier? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm at a loss. You guys decide. I clearly am not in the position to make such decisions. The Zealots coming in, they kill some stuff. We're back to 4 drones. What's the answer? We're going to build more Spore crawlers. We got 4 drones left. We're going to build 4 more. Okay. We're going to build 4 more. 3 Zerglings are going to run in, kill yet another Nexus. Zealots are not good against this, by the way. Zealots are very, very bad against these Zerglings. 3/3 Adrenal Zerglings destroy 1/1/2 Zealots super hard. Even if the Zealots have 3/3/3, I think the Zerglings do just fine if they can get surface area on them. Even more probes are going to go down. Leviathan defending their economy not very well. Failing to defend their economy would be a better way of saying that. 218 workers have died this game. The Nexus does die. I mean, at least Leviathan's not mining money. And you do still have 2 Vipers. So honestly, I feel like if I was thrown into this game, I could win from Heroes Overmind. Because all you need to do is just like get a corner base up. I mean, the Observers are a problem. You got to get rid of these Observers, of course, and start like taking a base there. Try to sneak a base in the bottom left or over here. You just need to get an extra base up in mining while defending with Viper Spore. But I mean, we've seen utter incompetence for Overmind, so I think that's going to happen. Whereas Leviathan, you know, has done a good job of F2ing their air army around. And yeah, they've got +3 air weapons as well. They've got Observers. They've been kind of vacuuming the map. They're going to come and clean some creep up. They should just keep A-moving there. Guys, when they abduct like that, you just A-move. Like, don't respect it. It's going to take too long for them to get energy back. If you just overwhelm, you probably have this. Oh, the Vipers are dead! C, not balanced, 14 range. It's 13 range. You fucking idiot. They got nerfed. Not balanced, 14 range. If you were any good, you would have won long time ago. I got a piece so bad. Please just GG. This is low effort trolling over mine. So your whole thing is you just play like an idiot and then you complain about balance like a cartoon character? And you come in my chat and complain, but you have your balance whining card taken away. Any other balance whine in my chat, you're getting immediately timed out. After this fucking display of stupidity, I'm removing our lenience we've had on your balance whine. I am removing it. In general, we have a no balance whining rule in my chat. Yeah, we're definitely... You're Rubad. You're Rubad. You will never earn a GG. You only... This guy's just trying to get on the salt mines line. This is some low tier BM, man. Because you got 14 range Tempest. It must be the range. And there is no counter. What are we gonna... We're gonna bring out the scissors, paper, rock line now? There is no counter by Zerg. The Tempests, really. It was the Tempest that won this game. Not the fucking... The fact that you never built workers. You know? Guys, if you kill 218 workers and only lose 31 and you still lose the game, it might not be a balance issue. It might be a you suck at macroing issue. You traded 14,000 resources more efficient than them and they're still up 100 supply at the end of the game. There might have been some things to do with the growth of your economy and the strategy you played, which are the actual cause for concern. But, yeah. I mean, Leviathan, basically Overmind is playing for pissing the pants win condition right now, which is a very valid win condition. The thing is, I think Leviathan could just send their army home, go to take a wee, come back. I don't think Overmind could do anything in that time to win the game, man. See, Yoru bad. Wait. We mistyped the wrong way twice. Is that... You got this on a copy paste? Yoru bad with your race. Sometimes I wish people would, like, balance wine like they do in StarCraft, but in real life. Like, you know, when people are like, oh my god, you and your white privilege. I kind of wish they were just like, your race is fucking OP. You start with like plus 40% social privilege and so much more money and opportunity. Like, I don't know. It'd be funny if it was put into like the sort of terms they use. OP, literally not balanced. Game not balanced. 14... You have 14 range economy as a wealthy person born in America? If you were born in a poor country? Yeah, I don't know. 14 range Tempest, Sky Toss versus what? Corruptors, they lose. No, they win. Vipers, the Vipers beat him. You were trading 14,000 more efficient. Hydras, they lose. Everything loses because it's underpowered. Yep, that's your name. You got... Oh, we've just remembered it's 13 range on the Tempest now. You know it's only 10 versus ground, which is what they were hitting for this entire game as well, not air. Just all in toss. You never go late game, says Leviathan. Leviathan even knows. Like I was saying at the start, Leviathan's like, I have one Void Ray till 8 minutes. I take a 4th base at 6 minutes and just hope the Zerg doesn't attack me. It's not a GG. You are beneath me in skill, but win because imbalance. Dude, like, is this your day? Like, what satisfaction are you getting out of just wasting this guy's time? Do you want to read? Yeah, Leviathan's like, oh, let's play ZVZ, idiot. Like, sure, you want to play ZVZ? We can play ZVZ, sure. You are terrible. Of course you're not going to engage because you're just spamming dumb comments. Like, I honestly can't tell with players like this. Are they trying to actually make a point, or are they just trying to be silly? Because I feel like they're like, oh, I'm just trolling, but they're actually serious at the same time. You know what I mean? You know, you get these weirdos like this. They're like if they get called out for it, they'll be like, oh, I'm just having fun, just being silly. But then they'll keep saying it like every day, and you can tell they're kind of honest about it. And you're like, oh, you actually believe this, but you have this like split in your brain where you're like pretending you're just you're just like, oh, I'm just being silly. Then why, like, what's the joke? Your skill level is 100 times below mine. You should be gold or plat. You are a trash player compared to me. I told you they were diamond 3, guys. I told you they were diamond 3. I wish Zerg had good AA so you don't win just because you make Tempest. Dude, you made nothing but Zerglings on 40 drones for fucking 20 minutes. Shut your mouth. Oh, this is so tiresome. You're gonna see me wrecking your eco 100 times. Yeah, but you had no economy of your own, you moron. All you need to do is build drones in between your Zerglings, you idiot. Sorry, guys, this was super low IQ trolling from Overmind. I don't know if they're trolling or serious. I think it's a bit of column A, a bit of column B. And, yeah, shout out to killing 221 probes and still losing the game. Impressively bad play from Overmind. This is exactly what I said is the sort of Protoss play that I always see people complaining about and going, oh, how do I beat this Protoss? It's so unfair. And I'm like, how do you not beat this Protoss? Do anything before the 8-minute mark. Like, let's go to 8 minutes and just benchmark the defensive setup of the Protoss here. At pro level, you can be maxed out with Roach Queen at 8 minutes, guys. Let's take a look. Let's very quickly benchmark this and look at what an impossible... I guess the Lings came in even before that. Yeah, so I guess we can go to like 6 minutes, which is when the Lings hit 6:30 or something, right? And it's just like, guys, if we're hitting an attack, why are we hitting with only 36 Zerglings at 6:30? It's like, you know, you can literally just actually be hitting like a Queen Walk Roach All in at like 5 minutes, right? So if we're scaling that down to Diamond 3 skill level, we could easily be hitting with 4 Queens walking across the map, 4, 5 Queens, 10 Roaches, some of them as Ravagers, 50 Zerglings. We could just win the game right now, right? You know, we could do anything other than this. Or, if we want to play the fun 1-1 Ling style, we could just build drones right now as these Zerglings are coming across the map. But look at the working out. What's the production tab? We stare at our army, and then we just build more Zerglings. And then we stare at our army, and we build more Zerglings. And we make 5 Dropper Lords that we take like 10 minutes to do anything with. We move them there, then we load them, then we unload them, then we split them up. We take like 14 minutes setting up an Overlord drop, and we could have just won the game. This is incompetent play. Fix your strategies, play proper StarCraft, and stop complaining about things if you give your opponent literally 10 minutes of free time. I mean, we've already killed 36 probes in a base, and our opponent's at 77 workers. Guys, if my opponent at 9.5 minutes is at 77 workers on 4 base, I know I've screwed up at high-level GM play. If I've already killed a base and they're at this, I know I'm not just screwing up, I'm literally barely even interacting with my opponent, and I'm giving them a no-rush 10 minutes. This is bad StarCraft play. Quit your whining. Your whining card has been revoked. Zerg underpowered. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night, and we'll see you next time.